So in this extremely white void of a box is my brand new Apple Watch Series 7 Midnight watch. And this is the 45mm case, and I got the plain basic band, nothing fancy. Actually, you know what? No, I didn't get the plain basic fancy band. I completely forgot. They didn't have that in stock, so I ended up getting a little bit more of a fancier band, which I'll show you guys inside the box. So the box came just like this, no plastic on the box whatsoever. They just give you this flap thing, and that's all you get. I'm pretty sure the previous years used to have plastic, but I could be wrong. I know they switched to this design of box with the Series 4, so that's interesting. All right, let me pull this out. Look at that. I always love the inside of these boxes, just the intricate details and combos and everything. So let's see if they have the green one. So yeah, there's the green Apple Watch, the Starlight, the Midnight, the blue. Where's the product red? Do they have a product red? No product red on this box, but still. So right here, I've got my Midnight Apple Watch Series 7. And underneath it, I have the leather loop metal buckle thing. Let me see what the exact name of this is. It's called the Leather Link. So it is the Leather Link band, which is interesting. I didn't think I would be getting this one, but it just ended up being that it was either this or wait for months to get anything else. And I was just like, all right, I'm probably just going to end up using the same band again. So this is my Series 6. And it has this Milanese loop band that I've used for, I want to say 4 years or 3 years now. It has served me through the Series 2, Series 4, Series 5, Series 6, and now onto the Series 7. So the band itself I love, so I'm not too worried about this band. But I am interested to try it out just because maybe this might be something I could use more often now. So let me go ahead and open up the box and show you guys. So same thing as the Apple iPhone boxes here. There's the seals right here on the box, and that's how you open them. They are kind of attached towards the inside now, so just, you know, in general, less wastage of plastic. So let me go ahead and lift these off, see what's inside the box. Let's do this. Flip it over. Come on out. Is it gonna come out? Come on. You got this. You got this watch. This is a tightly fitted box this time around. It just does not want to come out at all. Just watch me fail doing this for multiple minutes. Okay, finally got it. There we go. All right, so simple box, designed by Apple in California. Let's see what's under here. Paperwork. Paperwork includes watch quick start guide, warnings, and that's about it. No Apple stickers, nothing other than that in this. So let me go ahead and put this to the side. We have in here the USB-C to the magnetic charger this time around. So you guys can see this USB-C cable right here. So this is supposed to be a fast charger, but it's just a weird thing I noticed. I've never seen a USB-C like connector, the end lead here, be that long. That is insane. That size just looks so weird. So let me go ahead and put this off to the side, and let's look at the main thing we came for, which is the watch. Put this off to the side as well. So it does come in this like cover, which is a paperish type thing. Let me go ahead and push the watch out. I'm very curious to see the color. It does look very black to me. It doesn't look like it's a space gray. I do have a Space Gray Series 5, and it looks way darker than this. So this is definitely more in accordance with black than it is. Oh, it's starting to turn on itself, so we'll see that in a second too. So it's definitely way more black than it is Space Gray. But also, as you guys can see, there's hints of blue. So definitely not as blue as the Series 6 blue is, but it definitely has those hints of blue. So it's like almost a steel black, like a bluish black, which is very, I think, similar to the Midnight iPhones, which might make sense as to why they're both called Midnight. I don't know if they're the same exact color because I don't have a Midnight one to compare, but we'll see. So let me go ahead and open up the Leather Link, and this is also a Midnight Leather Link, so they're pretty much like the perfect pair in terms of coloring, both Midnight watch and band. Let me go ahead and open up the Leather Link band and see what comes on the inside. So the watch, let's go ahead. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Go ahead and lift this out. it looks pretty simple. There's not a lot going on. There's no buckle or clasp or anything. That does concern me because I don't know how much I trust just the magnets. Like, I feel like it's a very easy way to lose your watch. You know, if something hits it and you don't realize that, that is very weird. So this is the medium leather, and they do write right here that it is genuine leather. If my camera would ever focus on it, you guys would be able to see it, but there you guys go. So this is natural leather. Let me go ahead and put it on the watch and see what it looks like. So before I move on, I do want to just show you guys if the bottom is any different. I always want to see if the sensors are different in any way or not. And this time around, the sensors don't look to be any different from the Series 6. And it almost makes sense because there are no really new added health features. You guys can see they seem pretty much equivalent to each other, very similar. Trying to see if there's any differences I can notice. Nope, pretty much identical on the bottom. And right here, this bottom part is ceramic, so that's a good thing. It will be it is nice. Let me go ahead and put this on my hand and see what it looks like and show you guys. So right off the bat, this leather loop is a little bit weird to put on. Okay, it's on. So this is what the leather loop looks like. I'm still not sold on how secure this will be. Okay, I have it on. This is what it looks like right next to each other. What I'm going to do now is, of course, the main part of this watch is that screen itself. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, set this up real quick, and come back and give you guys a good demonstration of what the screen size difference is like between this and the Series 7. So on my hand, I have the Apple Watch Series 6 on the left and the Apple Watch Series 7 on the right. And there are definitely differences right off the bat, and the biggest one has to be the display. Just look at them side by side. There is a clear difference. And let me go ahead and choose a compilation that's actually similar on both of them. Time-lapse and time-lapse. Just look at the difference between the two. And Apple has definitely optimized the software so that the watch faces and just software takes more advantage of the bigger screen in general. And as I was saying, they are definitely noticeable, like right off the bat. It's not even a difference. And given like both of them have a very similar case size, just a different screen size, it's crazy to me that how different it is. Because look at them without the screen turned on, and you guys can see it looks pretty much similarly sized. There isn't that much of a difference. But with the screen on, this one immediately starts to feel so much smaller just because of the bezel. And this already is a pretty good bezel size, especially compared to the Series 3. The Series 4, 5, and 6 were great. So this just pushes it even closer. Like, it's crazy because I can see like a lot of the displays under the curved glass, especially like when you enter your passcode. So let me go ahead and just take off the watch a little bit, and it'll ask me to enter the passcode when I do it. There we go. This is the way that the numbers, they almost like spill over the edge, which is really cool. Just like it really does feel super cool that this design is like that. It's just fantastic. It definitely gives it a futuristic vibe. And not only did they actually take advantage of the screen and market it, but they actually put in some software features that make it worth it. So one of the biggest one has to be just typing. So here this is what typing looks like on a Apple Watch Series 6 if you're going to reply to a message. So you have to literally scribble out your message, you know, one by one, and it's not easy. Like I've done it, but I will only do it if I'm in an absolute emergency and I can't get to my phone or something like that. Then there is the way that most people probably do it, and which is just asking Siri to say it, just dictating it and having it show up. But with the Series 7, you have this brand new feature where what you can do is when you go into your messages and you tap on replying a text message, now look at that. A keyboard comes up instead of the scribble pad. Now you can also scribble if that's what you want. You know, you can choose that right here. You can have keyboard or scribble, but keyboard is just so much better. So you can definitely type it out if you want, or you can also use that scribble feature and say, hello. How are you doing? And question mark. There you go. And then you can just scroll through it if you want with a digital crown to edit whatever mistakes you have made. So I do absolutely love this feature. You know, it's great, and it'll help me actually send more messages from my watch, because most of the times I don't want to dictate it. If I was able to dictate it, I would just grab my phone and type it out. Usually when I'm doing this is when I'm busy or I'm in a meeting or something, just don't want it to be obvious that I'm, replying to a message or just getting back to someone really quick. So this is fantastic. I really, really like it. And there are little hidden nuggets throughout, where software is definitely improved and it just feels bigger. Throughout, the watch definitely has just been really nice. Hardware-wise, the one thing I have noticed is that the crown is not, it doesn't have as much button travel as the older ones. Like, it's not bad, but it definitely feels like it's a little bit different in operation. But as I said, like, overall, both of these are very, very similar watches. The biggest difference is that display, but honestly, in a way, I think it's worth it. Just because, these are, the display is one of the most important things you interact with on the phone. Pretty much you're interacting with it nonstop. So to have a good display is absolutely worth the sacrifice. And you guys can see what the size difference is like, even closer up. It just is very, very similar. The body might be a tiny bit bigger, but not by much. It is quite similarly sized. It's just the display that makes it look like the Series 7 is much bigger, but they're not. You can use the same bands for it, and overall, I'm very excited about this watch. I think that I wasn't expecting the display to be that apparent and that noticeable immediately, but it is. So I think that it will definitely impress me going on into the future, and I'm very excited to try this out and give it a fair shot. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to check this watch out. I'll have it linked down in the description below. Go check out those links to this watch and a bunch of other ones. They really help the channel, and I appreciate it so much when you guys do that. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because there's a very interesting Apple Watch comparison coming up with the entire lineup for sale in 2021. And we're going to dive into why, which one, and who should get which one. It's just going to be a fun video. So if you're curious about buying an Apple Watch, be sure to subscribe, and I will give you all the details in that video. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow me on social media. I'll have all the handles right here on the screen, and of course linked down in the description below as well. Go check me out over there for behind the scenes and more photos of these products. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you wanted Apple Watch Series 7, definitely go for it. It is a great one. So I'll leave you on that one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.